Here's the scan. Okay. Berlin, can you see her in there?
I always notice every 2 weeks when I get my paycheck how much money is taken out for my taxes, state, federal, all that, and just thought that it would be nice to know where the money goes. My opinion on the drug testing for welfare recipients is pro-drug testing for welfare recipients. I feel that government money for a government program should be used within legal limits. The history of welfare started way before the government that we know now. In the colonial days, they had what was called a British Poor Laws, and it went to help. It kind of determined if people were unable to work due to age or health issues, or if they were just unemployed. The ones who couldn't get a job due to age or health, they were given money. The ones who didn't have money because they didn't have a job were given jobs in public workhouses. Prior to the Great Depression, a Civil War pension program was put into place to help give assistance also to veterans. The Great Depression, during that time, approximately a quarter of the population was unemployed due to no jobs available. That is when, in 1935, Franklin D. Roosevelt, the president at that time, set up a government assistance program to help. The Social Security Act was put into place then to help give money, try to stimulate the economy and stimulate workers. That worked very well at that time. Since then, President Clinton has also, in 1996, he put into act a bill that was also to help aid those who are trying to find jobs get back into the workforce. The idea of the welfare is to decrease poverty while increasing the workforce. I feel that if they have a positive drug screen, that decreases their ability to be employed at all. And all that information came from the welfareinfo.org. According to foxnews.com, on October 25th, the judge in Florida put a halt on the drug testing for welfare recipients due to it was discrimination of your unreasonable search and seizure of their urine. They felt that they were being discriminated against, held to a standard higher than other government workers that receive aid, and that they put in their deal that it also included school teachers, which school teachers are tested upon application process. Right now, along with Florida, there are 24 states that are trying to also pass a law that states drug testing needs to be done for welfare recipients. And this is mainly due to it being misused. The money isn't being used in a way that's helping them find jobs, helping them get out in the workforce. It's obvious if they're testing positive for drug screens, then the money is also being used for illegal substances. There was also, according to the Fox News, nearly 1,600 applicants have refused to get state assistance in Florida due to the drug screen process. Of the 32 that have failed, they said most of those were tested positive for marijuana, and 7,000 so far have came through clean, and these are approximations. If you look at the money, typically For a family of 4, they stated you would get $364 every month. Well, of the 1,600 that refused, that right there alone, I think, would be a pro for the drug testing, that it's not causing the state money because they're not having to pay out the money every month to them that would have been testing positive for drugs. They have it set up that if you fail once, then you're off of it for a year with a chance to go and take a test or a class, and you get that discounted and you're off of welfare, the cash subsidy, for 6 months. If you fail it twice, then you're off of the direct cash for 3 years. According to dispatch.com, it gives of the Ohio senator named Tim Schafer, and he's also, this was like 5 days ago, December the 3rd, also that he is trying to get in Ohio it set up to where they do the drug testing for welfare recipients. He's trying to do it as a pilot program, getting it started in a certain amount of counties under certain criteria, just to get a good base set. You know, he said that they're not being held to a stricter standard. It's just, if you're using government money, it needs to be used to help your children and promote you into the workforce. Taxpayers should not be having to pay for people's illegal drug use, and that's a quote from the senator. In Texas County, there is a program, and it's called TANF, and it stands for Temporary Assistance for Needy Families. That is where you can go through your local community and find help, and when you apply, you have approximately a 45-day turnaround to get your assistance, and that right now in Oklahoma does not include a drug test. The focus here again is to try to prevent poverty, increase the employment rate. For all the people that are against it, I feel that our soldiers are tested all the time. Spot checks, random drug screens, monthly, they're tested a lot. I was tested when I went to get my job, which I get my paycheck, which goes to the government, which goes to those getting welfare. And I agree with the welfare program, and I also agree with drug testing the recipients that receive it. Any questions? If you go to the okdhs.com, you can find much more information on the TANF for temporary assistance for needy families here in Texas County.